You see this happy face? It's happy because after today, I ain't going to have to look at this place till Tuesday. That's right, mates. Oh, God, I can't do that with a straight face because people are like, oh my God, your British accent is so horrible. Oh. I don't even know if y'all saw that because sometimes this thing cuts off the beginning of the stream. But that's YouTube for you. See, YouTube hates my home account. You wouldn't believe all the crazy stuff it does. You see, because I'm doing something bad on my home system when I watch YouTube. You see, let's just say I don't get ads. Um, I think that's one of the reasons why my channel also gets downplayed and shit because A, I don't give them any money. B, I run an ad blocker. Which makes me die laughing when they have movies that are free with ads because ads. Okay, besides, you know the YouTube copyright system and the fact that they hold so true to their community policies. I die laughing because I watch these videos, reaction compilation videos. And some of them have up to like God knows how many people's different reactions on them. And I'm like, I remember one video, this was a long time ago, and people didn't like the way I responded to it. I said, folks, what? He's basically just violated YouTube community guidelines and stolen at least 20 something people's videos to make his own where he's got monetized. And I said, really? Do you honestly think he went out and asked 20 something people for their permission to use their clips? Why do you think he? I'll never get this one-headed disclaimer. Contact me if you don't want your video here, and blah blah blah. I'll remove it. It's like, yeah, you know what the odds are? Even with the way they do the tips and tricks these days, of them finding this video. You're looking for you're literally trying to pick gnat shit out of pepper. Okay, that's why they do it. Yet, if I show a news clip, which I'm talking about and details part of my story, which, by the way, is the definition of fair use, not you watching a movie and going, I get my channel copyright struck. Gotta love it. It's the world. But the reason why today's video is titled Thursday, it's like Friday, because, as I said before, I will not be back in this place till Tuesday, so today feels like Friday. That warm, happy-go-lucky feeling. Plus, because of our contract the way it is, and this is the last day before a holiday weekend, they can only work us 8 hours today. And I'm also hoping they're running low on parts again, because we were out here at lunchtime yesterday. Okay, Omega Files is looking like Friday night, 8 o'clock. We'll be going live. That's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I already got a couple folks chiming in. And the reason I want to do that so nobody has to worry about doing it right after they've seen, the next episode. I got to watch the first episode again, Robot Revolution, because like I said, sometimes, because after work, I literally just go, and I had to work that Saturday, so I know I blanked out in a couple places because there's a couple things I don't remember, and it's not the show's fault. Oh, of course, as predicted, they're already going on about the dismal ratings. It's like, guys, Doctor Who was like the fourth most watched program of the day, or something like that, and it's still in the top 10, the top 20, but overnight ratings don't count for shit. Do you really have to? Do I have to? I wish that somehow, without doing any real physical harm, just like in a cartoon, I could bang him on the head with a sledgehammer until the idea sinks in. That's how I know when I see an armchair expert that they've done no research whatsoever. Because, guys, like I said, they didn't declare a show a failure when Capaldi only got 2.89 on one episode. And by the way, it recovered nicely with other stuff. And it wasn't until the last few years they started counting views and stuff like that via streaming. And streaming is your worldwide platform. But apparently, since more people watched it on line than watched it on BBC One, the show is failing. Well, that too, I was playing with the cat, I know. Oh, he was feeling playful, and he has that cute face, so you can't turn him down, and so, of course, yeah, I've already seen the videos, the dismally low ratings, and that right there tells me you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Because, as I've stated 100 times, you can go find Ace Creeper was not George Shear's account. That's right. I think he still has it. Or I don't want to call him any names because he seems to be an actually decent fellow. Because if I was in a bad mood, I'd call him something like Ass Crapper, but I'm not going to do that. Even though I'm insanely jealous of the fact that he just happens to show up to a premiere, they'll stand on the red carpet, then winds up in the trailer, then winds up being invited on set, winds up getting handed information that no one else has, blah, blah, blah. You see, my language is comfortable. I hope so. I bought it new furniture. But I don't want to say that because he hasn't really been one of the naysayers or anything like that. I don't want to call him ass crapper. That would be just me being an insanely old jealous fool. Which I am. Because he probably got more than 30 seconds to talk to Jody, that bastard. It was all the way back at the very first, I think it was Series 11 premiere. For The Woman Who Fell to Earth. And next thing you know, he's getting pictures of himself. And by the way, you can confirm this because he was in the lobby getting pictures of himself with Chibnall and some of the others. I'm surprised the Irish one's still around because does he even still have that TARDIS Zone official channel? Because I haven't seen it pop up lately. Makes me wonder if he didn't get a cease and desist and say, you're not official of anything. If you're official of dumb, not fandom. Okay. Yep. And by the way, there were influencers at this latest premiere. Their pictures have started popping up. And it just, like I said, I don't think anyone, I don't care how many viewers you've got, should be allowed to go to a premiere ahead of other fans. That's just outright favoritism. I don't like that. Yeah, the vaporized cat will get a big finished box set. I can see that now. What are they going to call the cat? Schrodinger? Or however you pronounce that. Schrodinger? I'd have died laughing if they did, because this guy was just sure, I have a potty mouth, but this guy was just a Haiti potty mouth. Some of the things he was just saying for no reason. At least he wasn't as bad as Rabbit from another with a bad habit. That guy, I'm not kidding. This guy, the Rabbit, as I'll call him, because I'm not going to refer to this person by any religious title on planet Earth, because if the Jewish members of his local community knew what he was doing, to the Hebrews on his channel, they would gang up on his house and beat the shit out of him. Okay? Was that cat actually named Percy? Because then that would be picking on a fan rumor that was going around before Jody took in. Yeah, that's why I don't like referring to Rabbit with a bad habit as any, actual, that title, because no religious man on earth would act that way. At least not since the Inquisition. But oh, okay. I said it would have been funny, though. Yeah, you're right, if he was named Percy, because that would have really, been a smack on some of the fan rumors we were getting back in the day. I actually have a T-shirt as a wanted poster, wanted Schrodinger's cat, dead and alive. Yeah, Lady G watches the beverage, whatever I jokingly call it, beverage leverage. Of course, they brought it back and killed off one of the main characters or something like that. I'm like, no, it's called You Weren't Getting That Actor Back. Um, that lead guy had been in quite a few movies and all that. That's why I'm shocked. I've actually been seeing a lot of heavy duty actors wind up on TV. But I know there's been a lot of interviews going around. Matter of fact, Ella Purnell's been out there quite a bit lately. Walton Goggins is putting stuff up, and for Fallout, and that series I'm really looking forward to. I'm dying laughing because all the new Vegas fans have already said they have ruined the game for me. They've completely effed up the lore. And of course, because of the Pridwin supposedly showing up in the first series, that's ruined Fallout 4. Folks, if you paid attention to the game, there were multiple airships before the Pridwin was built. Maybe there was another one named the Pridwin that was built on the West Coast that the East Coast ones didn't know about. That never comes into their heads. Yeah, Doctor Who made a few pop-up appearances here and there by reference and all that in the Fallout games. I think it was Fallout 1 or 2, you could actually find the TARDIS standing out in the middle of nowhere in the wasteland. I can't remember which one it was. I have not watched Black Mirror yet. We like doing one series at a time, and we've been watching Young Sheldon. I think we just got on to series 5 of that. Series 7 just went up, so we should be getting caught up on that shortly. And then we got Beyond Paradise to watch. We got Last of Us Series 2 to watch. And I know, well, it's Capaldi. Of course he's going to give a wonderful performance. That guy is a damn splendid, spectacular actor. And how the hell he didn't walk away with an Emmy or a BAFTA for the Zygon inversion speech is beyond me. Because I still watch people react to that particular part of that episode to this day, and there are tears in their eyes by the end of that speech. Hell, I even have a tear in my eye at the end of that speech to this day. And I've seen it I don't know how many times. Because of how well it was performed and how well it was delivered. But he should have gotten an award for that, hands down. But no, I'll eventually get around to Black Mirror. I've been meaning to, but yeah, his doctor, of course, was underrated. He's too old. She's too female. She lacks testicles. He doesn't have a cute butt that I can watch when he bends over the console. Oh, God. Yeah, I saw he has new albums out. I follow him over on Instagram. That's the sad part, too, that imagine what it would have been like back in the 70s, around the time of Pertwee, if there had been social media. Oh my God, they've ruined this show with color. Why is the show in color? And of course, by the end of the one series, Barry Letts is pushing his woke Buddhist agenda upon us. Ugh. Yeah, Capaldi should have gotten an award just for that episode alone. Even though I'm still trying to figure out how it was a Zygon invasion when the Zygons were already here. But I like I said, I still don't get the title. And of course, they've picked another. Yeah, oh right, yeah, Oh, that's right. They didn't have the patriarchy back then. Oh, well, back in the Pertwee era, did they? Well, the evil patriarchy. Oh, well. So, once again, reminder before I head inside, we will not be here tomorrow. Omega Files tomorrow night around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go live 8-ish, so stay tuned. Of course, Saturday we won't be here. Monday we won't be here. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday, or we'll see you on the Omega Files tomorrow night. I got to run inside, so please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your Easter weekend. Happy egg dropping bunnies to all of you. Bunnies have eggs. I still don't get over that one. Still can't get over that one. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you all hopefully soon. If I can hit the button. Here, hang on. Get.